right. All right. Phone's dead. What you gonna do? I was gonna say I'll tweet really fast, but not today, I guess. Not today, Death. All of the songs today are from Pokemon Lo-Fi, which is an album you can find on Spotify. It's it's all good shit. Game Chop stuff, you know. I'm finally wearing my pirate shirt in honor of the Pirates returning last night. I'm very excited. Look at this fucking shirt. Look at this fucking shirt. I adore it. It's just so much. Yar, etc. How's it going, everybody? That was a fun first episode to watch of Misdemeanor. Oh, is it your first Misdemeanor ever? There's normally a lot more RP. No spoils for it if you haven't watched it yet, but there's normally a lot more RP involved. But yeah, it was very nice to do Misdemeanor again. How many episodes of Misdemeanor are there now? We're on season 2. And season 1 was pretty long. I can't remember. Yeah, 20 something, I think. You're doing amazing. I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm doing good. Let's get our channel point stuff open. Someone was asking, I totally forgot to follow up on this. Somebody was asking how much we made for Crossroads Foundation. Gosh, I totally spaced on the name. The Hong Kong Crossroads Foundation last month, and it was $1,100, which is around 8,000 Hong Kong dollars. So, eyeball money. It works. Watch ads, please. We donate all of the money from them. So, yeah. Eyeball money doing work. Absolutely. And for anybody who doesn't know, this month it's going to the Able Gamers charity. The pictures are still down from the Just Dance stream. The pictures are down because I did Callus Row last night, and I can't have them up while I'm doing VR or it bugs out my model. So I have to take them down and put them up and take them down. And really what I would prefer to do is just take a bunch of the stuff that hasn't been framed yet and put them into frames without glass or without reflective whatever. How did Callus Row go? It was awesome. It was really, really fun last night. It sucked, though, because... So, I guess this is one of the joys of being in an old farmhouse. But if it's really windy here, it's loud. Like, really, really loud. And it's loudest, of course, in Clark's room. So Clark will, if it's really windy, she'll wake up constantly to like all of these crazy noises as the wind's hitting up against the house, like just really loud creaks and rattles and all kinds of things. And so she kept waking up, and Sam was like, well, you know, if you want to play, I'm totally down to just sit with her. He was like, we can put her in our room because it's quieter and maybe she can get some sleep and I'll lay next to her and just hang out on my phone or something. And I was like, I mean, because Sam is DMing now for Upper City. So I was like, I mean, DMs are more important than me. I'm not involved in anything story-wise right now. So like, you should, if one of us is going to be doing Callus Row tonight, it should be you. And I guess lovely Sci-Fi was like, don't worry about it. Take care of your kid. I got this. We're fine. So, hi, Kraken. How are you, dude? Yeah, Sam's a DM now for Upper City. I saw your character. You did? I wanted to say hi. What's up? Were you playing last night? I wanted to say hi as you were in Undercity, but we were dealing with an emergency. There was hella shit going. Yeah, so to finish this story, basically like I had hopped on around like 2:30 or something. And there was nothing really going on, and somebody had been like, yeah, it's kind of like a free day, like there isn't really anything happening. And I was like, cool, just like hang out in the hookah shop because that's like my character's job. So I was hanging out in the hookah shop, and there was literally nothing going on. I like walked out a couple of times and didn't really see anybody, and I was like, okay. And then I heard Clark. I thought I'll just shut it down for now. And that's when Sam and I had the conversation where he was like, I'll sit with her, you play. And yeah, Sam crushed it, brought Clarky into our bedroom, brought all of her stuff in there, her potty, like everything, and just sat with her until she fell asleep and until she felt better, and then managed to put her back in her room. But it let me play the entire time, which was super cool. And of course, I got back on and hella crazy shit was going on in the game. I got back on and I was like, what's up, everybody? And they were like, oh, nothing much. And then suddenly it was a person got bit and other people are getting shot, and like all kinds of shit. And I was like, fuck. Oh, goddamn. So yeah, it was really exciting. It was very fun. It actually like opened up the door for some of this stuff because they let characters, we can put together docs that are basically like, these are story beats, these are things that like I'm interested in happening for my character if possible. I think there's been kind of an implication that for people that came in this second wave, they might not be addressed as much because there's already like story stuff set in place for the first wave of people. But it's good for them to have on hand, right? Like DMs or whatever. And Moral, like the thing that I really wanted to incorporate for Moral is that he fucking hates doctors and he hates hospitals. But the material that he's made out of, he's a mushroom person. If you eat it, it's a painkiller, which is why he was like being grown and developed and like tested on at, Navarro. I can't remember the name of the specific corp, but so he got to help a couple of people with this like painkiller stuff last night, and I was like, that's awesome, because I would love for him to be doing more like kind of back alley medicine stuff. Well, yeah, none of the mushroom people know where they're from. So, I was like, it would be interesting because there were already like established backstories of some people like being grown in or brought into corporations for testing. And so I was like, it would be really interesting to be a mushroom person that literally like was grown in a corporation, one way or another. So I was talking with Sam, and Sam knows the corpse like pretty well. So he was like, oh, if anybody was going to do it, it would be this one sort of stuff. So yeah. No, literally there was a guy who got shot that I was walking around with while we were doing stuff, and he kept stopping and being like, I'm sorry, I'm just in a lot of pain. And I was like, do you want to eat my skin? And he was like, I've eaten worse. It was good. It was fun. But yeah, it was really fun to play and have stuff actually happening, because the last couple of times that I've played, well, last week there were so many tech issues that I just stopped after like an hour. And the week before that, it was kind of my like shadowing everybody week, where I just kind of followed people around and like nothing really happened. So it was pretty wild to like be involved with a bunch of shit last night. But yeah, I'll try not to talk about too much, because I know some of you guys are going to be watching VODs and stuff. So were you the mushroom person with Samurai Dude and Lele? That was me, Moral. This guy. Wait a sec. I'll find my picture. This is the only picture I have of him, but yeah, that's me. Your friendly agender skater child. Yeah, if you watch a lot of me and you hear a character that talks like this, you're probably like, Dodger? I walked past you in the Undercity. You were the only person to not stop and gawk at me. Oh, that's in character. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's in character. That's my fault. I was in character too. I wanted to say hi. Man. One day. We're talking about Callus Row, which is it's basically like a VR LARP that's sort of inspired by Shadowrun. And so in VR chat every Friday, a bunch of people hop on and we all RP as different characters. And I'm a mushroom person. There are 5 of us. Just become a threat and then I'll say hi. Okay, got it. Last night we were talking about in character in like a situation. They were all of the mushrooms. We were all like asking each other like, "Can you fight? Can you fight?" And Jimmy was like, "I can shoot a gun." And Wisp was like, "I can shoot a gun." And then somebody goes, "Moral can shoot 4 guns because I have 4 arms." It's like, "Oh fuck, I can shoot 4 arms." No, I didn't stream it. I haven't streamed it yet. Cause I'm not like super, I've never streamed VR, so I don't really know how it works. Well, I have, but not like this sort of thing. So I don't really know how it works. So I've been kind of like getting comfortable just in VR chat in general before I stream it. The only special ability my character has gotten is akimbo guns. I don't even know what that means. Aw, Alex. With the Callus Row command. Mwah, mwah. Yeah, well, and everybody does like this cool shit where there's a camera inside of Callus Row that you, not Callus Row, inside of VR chat that you can activate, and then if you hit the right combo of buttons and shit, it can basically be a picture-in-picture while you're streaming. Sketchu does that. Kelly does that. But like you would see the first-person view of walking around, but also like sort of an 8x10 almost, like a bust shot of their face as well. So that sort of stuff, that seems very ideal for streaming it. Yeah, there's like a mini cam like over here that would just be like the character's face. So while they're talking, you can see their expressions and things, since you can't see that when you're just in first person. I know, I'm sure it's all easy. Again, I had never done VR chat really before Callus Row, so I'm just getting my swimming legs, so to speak. I can help you with that if you want. That would be amazing. That would be delightful. I don't know if it's because my character's fingers are too big. But literally, I was with Kelly, and Kelly was trying to teach me about like what the buttons on the camera do. And I was in the Moral body, and the mushroom people are so aesthetically specific, and Moral's arms are like almost the length of their body, right? And the hands are just huge. And so I like had the camera and I was trying to hit buttons, but like my finger is almost the fucking size of the camera. So I was like, the buttons aren't procking. But I was like, surely that doesn't matter. Surely it has to do with like the controller. And Kelly was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I couldn't hit any buttons. It was wild. So, how'd you feel about the chaos of things going down in the Undercity? It was really nice to get involved in something, because it felt like the last couple of times that I went on, when something happened, it was sort of like, I gotta go, bye, right? And then I would be like, okay, I'll find something else to do. So I made more of an effort to like insert myself into a situation because I happened to be there. And I was like, if I want to be involved, I have to like make myself be involved, right? That's sort of the nature of the thing. So but yeah, inciting some chaos. No. The chaos was already happening. This was just me like being there when it happened. So. But yeah, it was very fun. I got to see DM events for the first time. I saw like quite a few DM events. So basically in the game, when the DM is like not interfering, but like making a ruling on something or establishing a story thing, the whole room goes black and there's a spotlight on like the area that needs to be the focus. And the intention is that everybody like freezes while the DM is explaining something. And so much of that happened last night, and I had only seen it in there are a bunch of videos it's so nice. There's like documents and videos and all kinds of stuff that's like, if you're confused about this, maybe you watch this or read this. And one of the videos is literally, this is what the DM does, and if you're out as a player, this is what it looks like when the DM is trying to get your attention or when the DM is making a ruling, right? Like, this is what you look for. And I hadn't seen any of that yet in the first 2 sessions. And so last night it was like fucking constant because it was so chaotic. There was just so much shit happening. And so multiple times, like, everything went black and there was a spotlight and I was like, oh fuck, there's so much stuff going on. But yeah, it was really fun. Many of my friends died in the Undercity last night. What? Oh shit. We kept hearing gunshots from the mushroom house and being like, well, don't know what's going on out there, but gonna go ahead and stay where we're at. You guys had a big threat in town. That's what we heard. We were trying to figure out what was going on, and so we were doing like a really odd interrogation back at the mushroom house, which I don't know anybody really, like, character wise, right? Like, I don't know who these people are, so I was just kind of like, I don't know, if you need help, hit me up. So I was just kind of like chilling, but yeah, we kept hearing gunshots and being like, just move along with what we're doing. So, yeah. It is a cat thing. If the door was open, the cat thing would be here. I'm trying to encourage the cats that if they want to hang out with me, they can just be on the cat tree. We made a little bit of headway with Sherlock last stream. But in the end, what he wound up continuing to do after stream was he would walk onto this and then immediately just hop onto my lap from there. So I was like, okay. But maybe one day. Next couple of sessions will definitely bring more attention. Oof. Good. Honestly, it was really nice to have like shit going on. Because most of the time, if I can't find anybody, most of the time I've just been like, I'll hang out at the hookah shop. And I just sit in there and people come in and then they're like, what do these drugs do? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, all right. There's basically a vending machine in the hookah shop that has different like mushroom growths that you can buy that all do different things. And so we're talking about making one for me now as well. But there's like psychedelics in there. There's like a blood clotter one, like all kinds of shit. But in character, I was like, I don't know what any of these do. So people would come in, like Jimmy would be like, hold down the shop. I'll be back later, and leave. And then I would just be in the shop by myself, and someone would come in and be like, what's this do? And I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. You should try it. In character, I do know what they do now, though. I asked Jimmy. So also, all of the major boon that all of the myconoids have is that if they take enough damage, they basically just kind of like shrivel in on themselves and become a smaller version of themselves. So if you've ever in like VODs and things seen one of the mushroom people but like really tiny, it's because they took a bunch of damage. So everybody else has like, except for Wisp is already tiny, so I don't know what would happen to Wisp actually. But anyways, so I saw Jimmy's like tiny form last night for the first time, and I was like, oh my god, you're so cute, you're so fucking adorable, what the fuck is this? And I came up with, I think, the perfect thing for mine to be when I get tiny. Yeah, so they basically slowly grow back is the idea. So you're small for a certain amount of time, and then either you can be magically healed. Magical healing is the only thing that works. You can be magically healed and then get bigger again, or you can wait enough time that your body grows back, basically. But I have 4 arms. Right? So what if my legs were tiny, but 2 of the arms were what I walked on, and the other 2 arms, it would be so stupid, but I want that. I want to still no, I don't want to lose any arms. I want the arms to basically be the only thing that stays intact, and then 2 of the arms I walk around on, and the other 2 arms I do stuff with. And the rest of my body is just like pea-sized. I think that would be so funny. I'm gonna tell Sketchy, yeah. It's gonna be good. There are 5, I think. There's Conk and Bo are the 2 like main ones, and the first ones, I think. And then there's Jimmy, who's the like super psychedelic looking one. Wisp, who's the really adorable tiny grandma one. And then there's now me. And I don't think that they plan on adding more anytime soon. It's kind of like a small group, so. They don't want any more. Tight. I'm the final mushroom. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah. I remember when I showed up, like, because there's definitely some of the characters have talked to me like out of Callous Row have talked to me about how there are definitely a lot of characters who's they've decided their thing is just like, I hate the mushrooms. Like, the mushrooms creep me out. I don't like them. So like the very first session that I was in, there were so many people that I walked by like, hi, and they would be like, oh fuck, there's another fucking mushroom. The mushrooms get so much hate, it's weird. I mean, I don't think that I don't think it's that weird. If anything, I would say it's weird because there are way weirder things in Callus Row. But like I don't think it's weird in story because they're very morally like squinty, you know? Like the way that they view other people just in general is kind of like eh. So for example, one of the things that they've done in the past is a bunch of people died and they found the bodies and they were like, well, I mean, no use letting these go to waste, and turned them into meat for the noodle shop. So like that sort of thing, right? So just the way that they operate morally, again, I realize that that's a good joke. The way that they operate is not acceptable to a lot of people. No waste culture. Yeah, you know. Ricky vibes with that. I want to meet Ricky, but I don't want to meet Ricky because I feel like if I meet Ricky, it's a bad time. That shirt is rad. Thank you. Our pirate game started up again yesterday, so I wore it in honor of that. Also, I haven't taken the opportunity to wear this shirt yet, and it just felt like a missed op.
Misdemeanor. Meh.
I'm a fan of all you do. Likewise, my dude. We should be friends. Yeah, it was really fun to do misdemeanor again. If other characters eat moral, would they get super high because your body is a sedative? So I don't know. So like above board, like outside of character knowledge, um, I would love for the progression to be like the just generally eating the body as a painkiller. But if it's developed more, it can be um like a sedative, yeah. Uh, and so as far as moral knows, he was being tested on to make painkillers, and he knows that if you just eat it without any like processing whatsoever, it dulls pain a little bit for a short amount of time. So I feel like that felt like a good sort of like starting point for if I want to develop him like in this like back alley medicine sort of way, that like he could figure out how to use his own material. I don't know how else to put it. His skin. He can figure out how to use that in different ways and have them be more effective. We already do. So that's what the hookah shop is. So the hookah shop is owned by the myconoids, and if you go there and you use the vending machine that's in there to get drugs for whatever reason, those are all different spores and things developed from the different mushroom people. So that's literally their whole business model is let's just let's sell what we got. Kaden was definitely having fun DMing for you guys last night. It was super wild to have one of the DM situations. I was like, oh, that's Arcada. someone with no context for any of this, it sounds pretty wild. So essentially, yeah, it's like a VR LARP, right? It happens in VR chat, and there are different. They've worked so hard on how all of this works, and it's wild to me as a person just coming in when they've already developed everything. But basically, like, there are different areas of the city, and depending on your character, you are whitelisted to be in different areas. So like there's like the upper city corporation sort of stuff. I cannot go there, right? Because I do not have clearance to go there. But people who are in the upper city and like corp people are able to occasionally come down because they have clearance to get back up. So there are all of these different areas. There's the wasteland, there's the row, undercity, which is where I'm at, upper city. Like there's all of these different zones that you can be in that all have like a capacity, right? So you can only have so many characters that are intended to be in each area. I was really nervous because when I came back on after Sam was like, I'll sit with Clark, it's fine. I was really nervous because I came back on and logged into Undercity and it was like, we are over capacity. Do you need to be here? And I was like, I can't be anywhere else. I literally can't be anywhere else. This is the only place I can go. So yeah. But it wound up being fine. But it's in VR chat. It's a big LARP. So all of the characters we all have our own character sheets that are kind of like RP guidelines. Yeah, and we all just play, and there are events that are planned by the DMs that are carried out by like there are a bunch of players that literally are NPC players. So they just show up and are like, "What's the event?" And then they, become a guard or become whatever they need to be in the moment. I'm really curious what happened. It sounds wild if Undercity was at capacity. Well, apparently we ain't at capacity anymore. Apparently. Too soon? I'll be really curious to know if I know anybody who died last night. If they're like people that are always in the Undercity, they would have been the only people I've ever seen. I just realized why we're not at capacity anymore. So we'll see. There's already an area under the Undercity. It's the row. It's the Callous Row. The thing that I don't know why, the thing that I think is really cool for the other way around, the row is above the Undercity. Is it really? Oh my god, I had no idea. Yeah, we got to put a city under the Undercity. I didn't realize. No, I think because there's upper city and undercity, in my mind it was like, here's the upper city, here's the undercity, and then here's the row. But that doesn't make any sense because we can directly get to the wasteland from where we are at. So yeah, we must be at the bottom because we have the entrance to the wasteland. Right. Okay. There's also a giant hole in Undercity. And when we were doing the like tour, They were like, yeah, just don't ever jump in this hole. just don't jump in here. And then last night in character, I was talking with a synth, like a robot, and they were like, yeah, this whole area, because I was in the poison shadow area, which is super cool, but it's directly off of the mushroom zone. And they were like, yeah, this area is super cool. You know, a lot of people don't come here, but it's fine. Keep in mind, though, there's a big hole over there. Don't go in there. They were like, I can go in there because I have a jetpack. But maybe you should not do that. Oh, Popscockles, thank you, and happy 2 years. It is based in Shadowrun. So it's a combination of um extreme sort of tech shit and also magic, which is what Shadowrun is. So there are people who are completely magic affiliated, people who are fully like, I'm a cyborg now, and people that are a mix of both. But yeah, that's the vibe. The area that I'm in is very is not super techy, but if you watched the people who are in like the more corpo area, then which synth was it? Oh my god. I've met them twice now and I'm trying to remember their name. Because I remember really liking their name, and I remember thinking about their name later, and now it's really bothering me that I can't remember it. Voxine, yes. Voxine. Thank you. I play it in VR, yeah. Is that a person or a race? They're a synth, so they're a robot. You never updated the Dodger coffee thing? Oh, I know, because sorry, Danny. It still needs to be adjusted. I'm so sorry. I kept forgetting to tell you. It still needs to be adjusted, but I'll I'll hit you up after the stream. I'm sorry. Danny, shout out. Danny is working on our Hollow Knight characters, and they are looking so good. I'm very excited. We're just waiting to hear from Octo if Octo wants any adjustments, but other than that, I think they all look amazing. Danny, do you mind if I show them like what you have right now? They're so cute, dude. Look at these cutie pies. Look at these cutie pies for my Hollow Knight campaign. They're so cute. So this is Benedict. This is Jesse Cox, and their character's name is Milo. This is Kelly Siren's character Kukri, and then our last boy is Smash. Octo's character Smash, but I haven't heard from Octo like how he wants that adjusted, if he wants it adjusted at all. So yeah, we're streaming all of it. The first session is Monday, and I've actually been doing like a lot of prep for it. I didn't think I was going to prep as much as I am, but the Hollow Knight lore is so specific that I feel like I need to be really clear with myself about like what can and can't happen, you know? So I'm trying to put together a lot of like cheat sheets and things for myself that remind me like about specific stuff. But I think it'll be fun. And the character sheet that we made on stream as like an example character sheet, I guess was very helpful. So I'm very happy about that as well. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. No, it's in the Fate Accelerated system, which is a free system. It's pay what you want, but you can just download it for free. I paid for it because I've played Fate a decent amount and I love it, and so. But yeah, it's a really like it's what they call a settingless system. So it's really easy to superimpose onto something else. There's no races, no classes, no setting, nothing. It's just mechanics that you can then put in whatever you want. So we're putting it in Hollow Knight. We used it when we did our game Nebula Jazz that took place in space. So yeah, and I really loved it then. I had forgotten how confusing it is as a player at first. So I think the first session is going to be a lot of like, you can do this, you can't do that. Maybe think of this way kind of stuff. But let me just grab the website. So here you go. Again, PDF is free. So it's a cool system. It's not, if you're somebody who really likes kind of picking apart like in D&D or even more so in like Pathfinder, if you're the sort of person that really loves like the nitty-gritty mechanical stuff, Fate is probably not going to be super fun for you, because it's just really like, we're just all telling a big story and everybody's kind of a DM, and like, you know, it's less about, the roles are important, but it's very RP heavy. So, which is really good for me because the mechanics are always where I am weakest. Like combat stuff, I would say, is always where I'm weakest. Daikia used a system called Mutants for maybe 5 seconds before Krendor decided that the game was going to be whatever he wanted it to be. Daikia had no system. I don't know how obvious that was. It started with a system, and then that was quickly thrown out the window. Daikia's system was anarchy. Exactly. Yeah, it was whatever Krendor needed it to be at the moment. I remember Krendor saying DMing is easy after Daikia. It kills me. It kills me. It kills me that like that Krendor can do Daikia. And people can be like, oh my God, that's like the most incredible thing I've ever watched. I need another Daikia. And then you can spend weeks trying to prep for like a really like solid one shot. And everyone's like, that was pretty all right. Like Krendor just has a power. He has a magic that we will never, the rest of us simple folk cannot capture. So, the magic is don't care dust. It's true. That's the other thing that I've of course like created for like extra work for myself is everyone that I talk to, I'm like, what if we just made a table that let us do like X, Y, and Z for your character? And now I'm like, I have to make like 5 tables, which is fine. That's not hard. It's just extra work. I've never played Fate Core, but from what I understand, Fate Accelerated is just kind of streamlined, you know. I've fallen down the hole of tables. What are you gonna do? Rolling on tables is very fun. So like an example is, because I think we were talking about this on stream when we were doing session 0, is that Kelly is really interested in her character having picked up a dream nail somewhere. And I was like, okay, well, it's fine if you want to fight with a dream nail, but that shit's not gonna work for you, right? Like you don't know how to use it. You're a mantis that found it. And we kind of decided that like if she wanted to have it, that's fine. And maybe she's like determined to make it work because like all of her aspects and things are very tuned toward like, I value strength over everything, which is a very mantis quality inside of the Hollow Knight universe. So I was like, what if we made a table and every time if you want to try and dream nail somebody, there is like a really just incredibly slim chance that it'll work. And she was like, okay, I'm satisfied with that. So I need to make a table now because I was saying like that probably the more that she uses it, the more potential there is there for it to work, right? Like really slow attunement almost. So I was like, maybe every time you use it, it goes up by 1%. Like it starts off as like a 1% chance, but then goes up to a 2% chance and then a 3% chance kind of a thing. But now I have to make that table. Now I have to make that table. But it's cool. What about every time it's successful that happens? Well, if it's only a 4-session campaign, that's creating a situation where it'll probably never work. I want there at least to be a possibility for it to work once. You know? No, that was the other thing, is that I was like, you also have to keep in mind that, of course, in the game Hollow Knight, you can just smack people with a dream nail and they don't give a shit. In this game, people will acknowledge that you are attacking them with a dream nail, right? Like, it will be instant combat or you will just kill somebody with it. So, you have to keep that in mind. So yeah. Yeah, ZK, that was the idea. The Hollow Knight campaign doesn't have a name. I really need to come up with a name for it. Don't some of the bugs in Hollow Knight react to you probing them with the dream nail? It's been a bit. For the most part, you can hit anybody with the dream nail and they don't say anything. Some of the dream nail messages are like, don't do that. Oh yeah, Danny just played it for the first time, which is so fun. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the only ones that ever acknowledge it are like big dick ones, right? Your hair looks amazing. What did you do? Thanks, I washed it. Thanks, I washed it. So, anyways, we're getting into spoilery stuff here for Hollow Knight now, but yeah. What is a dream nail? Again, I'm not gonna explain that because we're getting into spoilery shit. But, it's not a wig. This is my shit. Played some good games lately. Oh, I'm always looping. I've got that shit going all the time, basically. I don't know what it is about Loop Hero. I don't know why it's so addictive, but it really is. I just beat Loop Hero's last boss. Yo. Yeah. I'm on chapter 3, and I think there are 4 chapters currently with plans to add more content. I don't know if that means more chapters, but I know they're adding more content. They apparently just announced that they're adding more speed options, so you'll be able to speed it up more inside of the game without having to like break it. And also, mid-run saving. Yeah. Loop Hero has bosses. I keep getting eaten by spiders. Yeah, so each chapter, so when you first play, that's chapter 1. In the top left, there is the bar that is showing you the day-night cycle, right? And there's also a bar under that, and that's the boss meter. So the more stuff that you put on the board, the higher the boss meter is, and eventually the boss meter fills up, and then a boss spawns. So the game really is a lot of like balancing how quickly you want to put roadblocks on the loop for your hero, because if you put too many roadblocks down too quickly, they won't live through it, right? You're trying to help them gradually grow and get stronger, so that hopefully by the time the boss spawns, you are ready for it and you're able to kill it. So it's really fun. It's really cool. I love stuff that's like, you're not the hero, right? You're not the hero. The hero is operating independently of you. You're doing something else. I think that's cool. Like we're creating a situation for the hero to succeed, hopefully. You can run even after the boss has spawned, I think. I think that if you get close enough to, because I tried this before, I think if you get close enough to the campfire, but not on the campfire, if the boss is there, right? Like you don't hit the boss yet, but you get close enough that in the bottom right, the little running man is gold. I think you can leave before you hit the boss, I think. It always just asks me if I want to leave before the fight starts. I think you have that toggled on. I don't have that. Why do we have 3,000 people in here? Where are you all coming from? What are you guys doing here? Because of the vibes? It's the pirate shirt, isn't it? I'm from Hong Kong. Thanks for asking. All right. Yuck it up, you goofballs. I see 1.8K. Oh, maybe it's bugging. It just jumped to 3. Yeah, it says 3 for me, but I have no idea why. If suddenly there are a bunch of people in here, and you're not sure how you got here and you're not sure why and you've never been here before, what's up? What's up? I am Dodger. This is Saturday Morning Dooger. We just hang out with a coffee and we talk about life. So far, our life conversation has been, I'm wearing a pirate shirt. I'm still addicted to Loop Hero. I'm doing a Hollow Knight Fate Accelerated campaign, which is like a TTRPG system. And I've been VR LARPing. So that's all the stuff that we've been talking about so far. Thoughts? Rebuttals? It's now back down. What the fuck? I've been here before, but life gets busy. It's hard to catch you live sometimes. I feel that. Real life comes first, man. Look, I say this a lot, and I mean it. If at any point, if you've watched me before, and then at some point, even like a couple years later, you're like, I wonder what Dodger's up to, and you swing by to like watch a stream or say what's up, that's wild to me. That's awesome. That's super, like, that I would pop into your mind at all, that you would be interested in joining again after a big break. That's awesome. So, that's me. That's what I did a few months ago. Amazing. I love it. So, yeah. Thank you guys. I haven't been here for years after, I still miss him. Oh, yeah. You are not alone. There have been a few people who have said, like, I kind of need to take a break from the whole trio, and I get that. I totally get that. This might be too personal. Seeing you and Sam in a happy, loving marriage made me realize I'm ready to settle down. You guys are my idols. Oh, thank you. It is wonderfully worth it if you're the sort of person that wants that. Waiting for the right person and the right time is everything. I haven't watched any of TV's videos since he passed. I'm able to talk about him easily. I have trouble watching him. What are you going to do? I have a lot of trouble watching videos of him. But it didn't take very long for me to be able to talk about him. And I don't know why that is. Everybody deals with grief differently, but yeah. Hi, Miori. I forgot that he did the announcer pack. That's awesome. Your shirt is cool. Thank you. I got it secondhand and I love it. But I hadn't worn it on stream yet. So yesterday we had like a couple weeks off from our pirate game. And yesterday we played it again. So I was like, I'm gonna wear my fucking pirate shirt on stream today. Hell yeah. I'm loving the pirate shirt. Thank you. Thank you. God, everybody's just vibing with this weird shirt. I love it. It's a weird shirt. I mean, it's an oversized button-up shirt with a bunch of ships on it. So there's that. Where is... Here you are. Oh my god. We have hella ads to run, so... I'm sorry. You're gonna hate this song by the end. Here it is. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much to, let's read off all the names. Evil Fluffy Cat, W1200, Avi, Sonic Advance, and Fedori for all of those ads. I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to use the ad break times to learn little bits of BSL, British Sign Language. And so I found a cheat sheet of like greetings, and that's what I was trying to learn from. And then I was like, I'm going to look up other pictures because some of these I'm not sure if I'm doing them right, but I think I am. How are you? I think. This is thank you, which is the same in ASL, I think. Thank you. And sorry, I think is the same. How are you?
Welcome,
How are you? And then sad. And this is the one that was weirding me out is I think it's supposed to be happy. Happy? Sad. Happy? And then yes and no. Your hands are blocked by the text and the mic, so it doesn't read clear. That's fine. It's just me practicing. Why are you smiling when you sign sad? I don't know. I was trying to like sign Clark's name in BSL. The British Sign Language finger spelling is so confusing to me. It's because in ASL it's all done with one hand, and in BSL it's done with two hands. So it's really odd to me. What's up, Mimika? What's up, Kelly? What the hell? Why did you both show up at the same time? Mimika! Thanks for hitting up my hookah shop yesterday where I totally know what's going on and what all the drugs do. I saw you and I was like, I have to go see her. My character had no reason to go. I was wondering because you guys were like, we're going to go sit. And I was like, oh shit, are they talking about some like sensitivo stuff? Did you get the rat shirt you talked about impulse buying? I mean, I bought it. It has not shown up yet. But eventually, yes, I will have a t-shirt that says roll me through the gates of hell with a rat on it. Yeah, Kraken was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but Kraken was in here earlier, and he was like, man, I was in character, but I really wanted to say hi, and you were the only person that didn't even acknowledge that I was there. I was like, oh, that's very in character for me. I'm sorry. Everybody looks wild to Moral. Yeah. So we were talking about VR chat stuff earlier, but like, it was the first session for me where a bunch of shit happened. And I was like, whoa, like there were tons of DM events and people were getting shot and like all kinds of shit. And I was like, but it was really fun. Like the time flew and there was a lot of stuff going on. But apparently like way more happened that wasn't even in our rearview mirror. Like we had no idea, or at least my character had no idea it was going on. So like when we were at a certain point, we all like kind of retreated back to the mushroom hut and we kept hearing gunshots. And Kraken was like, yeah, a lot of people died last night. So, and I was goofing because when I logged in yesterday, you know, the sign that's like, this is how many people are here was like, we are at capacity. Do you have to be here? Which I do. It's literally the only place I can go. So it's like, yes. This is the only place that Moral exists. And then I was like, but I guess we're not at capacity anymore. So there's that. Yeah, suit of armor dude, right? Was the one who got married. Mimika's character, I can't remember your name, I'm so sorry, in the game, but Mimika's character gave me cake, and I was like, oh, sick, cake. And everybody was like, yeah, there's a wedding going on. And then And then the suit of armor dude was like, ah, you have cake from my wedding. Armor dude. He's a suit of armor. I think he's a spirit trapped in a suit of armor. Al style, I think. But honestly, I have no idea. All that Moral knows is that he showed up and was like, are you part of the royal family? And I was like, I don't think so. And it turns out that yes, I am, because apparently the mushrooms are the royal family to this dude. He was like, you will now be Baron Moral, and then walked away. So I'm a Baron to this guy. And apparently he got married. And then a lot of people died. I know, right? I'm a Baron in every game. Sounds like you're describing an acid trip. Look, I wasn't going to talk about it anymore because people were getting hella confused in chat, but then both Kelly and Mimika showed up. I can't just not be like, VR chat was wild yesterday, huh? Thank you. I also love this shirt. I need to wear it more often. It was chill. It was a super, super chill day. Super chill day in Callis Row. I might not see you much. Today was lucky. Where are you normally? My character needed a distraction. You will be delighted to know that you were the catalyst for Moral to ask Jimmy what all of the drugs do. So now, if you were to come back, I could tell you what things do. Basically, Mimika's character, A2, right? Came in and we were like talking and I was like, yeah, I work here. And she was like, you really need to work on your fucking greeting game because I could not tell that you worked here. You were sitting on the floor. I was like, oh, okay, good to know. Kelly, where is the brothel? I was wondering about this. The brothel isn't in Undercity, right? It's in the row. Okay. Kelly's character runs the brothel, so I was just curious. Come to the brothel. I should, because you were like, if you come by, I'll give you a drink. Sure, why not? Sweet Mushroom Boy visits the brothel. He doesn't see a reason why not to. We will flirt with your mushroom face. He will be very confused. Moral literally has no interest and also no genitalia. So Moral would literally show up and be like, what's up? Can I have a drink? Dodger, very pretty. Thanks, I have hygiene again. It is one of my favorite things if somebody comes in and is like, wow, your hair looks great today. What did you do? It's clean. It's clean today. That's what I did. I washed it. Yeah, I love the idea of Moral getting like, because Moral's met a lot of the girls who work at the brothel. I love the idea of Moral being like really good friends with all of them, just because he thinks they're nice. But yeah, I should swing by. Shampoo is so 2021. We're washing our hair again, guys. We're the period of time where we all decided to just stop washing our hair. That's done. We're washing our hair again. Just FYI, in case you all wanted to make sure that you were like up with the hip new shit. We might get to go outside again soon, dude. I missed the meeting where that was decided. I just got my first shot yesterday. Oh man. I think probably Sam and I aren't gonna get one until like June-ish. But if we got a thingy in the mail that was like, get over here, get your shot, we would do it. Herd immunity, baby. Even if you're like, but aren't there people who need it more than me right now? Just get, if they say it's time for you to get it, just go get it. You're contributing to helping out the whole fucking thing. If it helps Jetfire, a lot of people thought that that wig was real. Yeah, my parents got theirs. I'm very excited. It is a huge it is a huge relief for my parents to get their vaccines, yeah. Did you do the hair thing yet? No. It'll be, hold on. So this is like kind of the hair vibe that I'm going for when I'm able to. Salons are closed and I'm not attempting this on my own. So but imagine this with the bits in the front like this kind of color and then the rest of it like an orangey red. And that's what we're gonna do. But I can't do it yet. So yeah, our census packet also arrived. Y'all try to make the census seem really cool here. We got a little thing in the mail that was like, the census is coming. Like this like little blue like purple pamphlet that was like, you ready for the census? Ooh baby. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then got a packet, like a thick envelope in the mail that was like, it's the census. Let's go. Okay. Really trying to make the census cool out here, huh? Okay. All the cool kids do the census. Government record keeping is so hot right now. It's very fetch. It was the first time I did the census. Underwhelmed. So you got a dope new D&D book. Yes. It's downstairs. What time is it? It's only 2:30. I could go grab it. Should we take a proper break? And I'll go grab the books and get myself some more coffee. And then y'all can pee without watching me like try to do bad BSL signs. Very sad. Okay, do a quick BRB. Oh, a bad gateway, you say? All right, there we go. Quick BRB. Yeah, take your pills, stretch, grab water. I'll see you in a sec. Hello. We back. I think we're gonna maybe go to the park after my stream today. I was just talking with Sam. No cat. Well, Clarky's not awake yet. So the door can't be open, so no cats can be here. Okay, so yes, for those of you who wanted to see, I got Candlekeep Mysteries in the mail. These are both the same book. One is just the limited edition cover. So, Candlekeep Mysteries. And then this is the alternate cover. Isn't that fucking sick? It's so pretty. I love it. It's like 17 different short campaigns that are all mystery stories, which is super cool. So they have a bunch of different writers on it. And they're just like, yeah, encounters, dungeons. Each story has its own like chapter, basically. They're very cool. I'm really excited about these. I definitely want to do one of these. Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions. The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces. Yeah, they're great. They look super cool. And they smell great because they're, you know, new books. It's called Candlekeep Mysteries. It's just coming out. So they sent it to us ahead of time. Shout out to the Wizards of the Coast UK team who has been hooking us up with stuff since we moved here. It's amazing. But yeah, they're very cool. Wait, let me see if there's a better blurb on the back that I can read you. Candlekeep attracts scholars like a flame attracts moths. Historians, sages, and others who crave knowledge flock to this library fortress to peruse its vast collection of books, scribbled in which are the answers to the mysteries that bedevil them. Many of these books contain their own mysteries, each one a doorway to adventure. Dare you cross the threshold? Candlekeep Mysteries is a collection of 17 short standalone D&D adventures designed for characters of level 1 through 16. Each adventure begins with the discovery of a book. Each book is the key to a door behind which danger and glory await. These adventures can be run as one-shot games, plugged into an ongoing Forgotten Realms campaign, or adapted for other campaign settings. This book also includes a poster map of the library fortress and a detailed description of Candlekeep and its inhabitants for use with 5th edition. It's pretty cool. It's a cool idea. So I'm excited to mess with that a bit. If this group that I have doing the wild sheep chase, if they still want to play together once that's done, might try to come up with like a different overarching story and then use this as like supplemental content for like side story stuff, which would be cool. How's my day? My day's great. Yeah, it's a good day so far for me. Can't complain. I did see the stuff about Feywild races. Yeah, the Unearthed Arcana stuff. Joe and I were talking about it because they added rabbit folk. And I play a homebrewed rabbit race in Godforged. So we're looking at the rabbit folk in Unearthed Arcana to try and figure out, like, does any of this make more sense than the Lago build, basically? The entire D&D subreddit today is just rabbit folk and owl folk memes. Oh my god. I thought about Fabio when I saw the race announced. Yeah, so the rabbit folk stuff is... Hold on. Where's our Godforged chat? Here it is. Yeah. So Folk of the Feywild. So playtest stuff for fairies, hobgoblins of the Feywild, owl folk, and rabbit folk. So the rabbit folk stuff is your medium or small. You choose which one. Speed is 30 feet, which currently mine is 35, so I would love to keep that. I would like to keep that, but hair trigger trait. You add your proficiency bonus to initiative rolls. You have proficiency in perception, which I currently I get advantage on hearing perception checks. So that's currently how the Lago is built, is like you don't have proficiency, but if you're specifically hearing for something, then you get advantage on it. So we'll see. Again, this is honestly, to me, I'm kind of like, this is really up to Joe. Like if any of this stuff seems to make more sense to him, because he looks at homebrew stuff all the time. Lucky footwork. When you fail a dexterity saving throw, you can use your reaction to roll a d4 and add it to the result, potentially turning the failure into a success, which is really nice. And rabbit hop, we were like, what the fuck? Rabbit hop is once during each of your turns, when you walk at least 5 feet, you can hop. You can roll a d12 and move that many feet in a direction of your choice. This extra distance does not cost movement. You can hop only if your speed isn't 0. So you can't like go 30 feet and then hop. But so currently, Fabia, because I'm a rogue, right? So currently I can use my cunning action to dash. I can go 70 feet and still be able to take an action, which is really nice. But I guess the idea of this is like you have 30 feet and you can, once per turn, potentially get 12 extra feet. Like I could go, because I'll still have cunning action. So I could go, 60 feet? No, 59 feet with cunning action. And then hop. And maybe get like more distance out of it. So this actually might be better. But this will then eliminate that I can jump. So one of the traits that I have now with Lago is that I can jump up or across 30 feet just if I want to, which has been great in a lot of situations to be like, I jump 30 feet up and I don't have to roll anything for that. So yeah, one of the campaigns I'm in is called Godforged, and I play a Lago, which is like a homebrewed rabbit race. There are a couple of different versions of the Lago build out there. I think the creator of it has adjusted it quite a few times. But essentially I get advantage on hearing checks. I can jump 30 feet in any direction, but it does count as my movement. And, and I can dig. I forgot. And I can burrow. So I can use an action to dig enough of a hole to give myself half cover when we're in a battle, which I think is very funny still. So I don't know. I'll have to talk with him about it. But yeah. Also because of the steady aim stuff that they added, it's really weird because either on my turn I'm either typically wanting to move as far as I can or I'm not moving, because steady aim makes it so that if I have not moved, I get advantage on my attack. So if you have steady aim and sneak, it's just like chef's kiss damage most of the time. But yeah. My rogue is a kobold. He has pack tactics and doesn't need steady aim to get advantage. I love it. I love shit like that. Is Fabia a damage dealer in Godforged? She sneak damage adds up. Yeah, so she does a lot of damage as long as she gets that sneak attack bonus. And she's also ranged, so she can literally just like sit in a corner with her bow and hide in between rounds if she wants to, and just shoot people for a bunch of damage. She's not doing as much damage as, say, like Scold, Sam's character, or Saphira, Jari's character. They're both the like tanky, like bashy characters. But I do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, I also do necrotic damage now because my bow is sick. But yeah. It's actually sick. My bow coughs. It's a diseased bow. And I love Joe will act as the bow and talk to me sometimes. So like if I like I think last session I did a bunch of damage and he was like, your bow goes good shot. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna become best friends with my bow. Yeah, I found that I don't, it's rare for me to have to hide in between attacks because typically either Saphira or Scold, the second they're able to, are all up in people's business. So there's usually somebody I can shoot and get sneak damage without having to hide. But yeah, being able to just be like, I attack and then I hide. And then I attack and then I hide. And then I attack and then I hide. Fabia is an arcane trickster. So I have stuff like Spider Climb and Fog Cloud and Disguise Self and things like that. And Mend, which has actually come in handy a few times. Yeah, Godforged is still happening tomorrow. I remember when your character made a stealth check and got downed while they were hidden, and you were hidden so well that in character none of your party members knew where you were. Yeah. When I told that story, a lot of people were like, well, that just doesn't seem like, surely you could rule that everybody knows where you are. But I kind of loved that. I was like, I am so fucking good at hiding. And then a shockwave thing happened that downed me while I was hiding. And in character, no one knew I was down. No one knew where I was. And talking about it later, everyone was like, wait, but that would have been so shitty if you died. And like, yeah, of course it would. But like, in character, that's so funny. That's so funny for this, like, for that cheesy strat of like, I'm just going to hide after every attack, like, really bit me in the ass. So, yeah. It would have sucked, but the memes, though, yeah. Fabio would appreciate the memery of that. Somebody was asking me because I've talked a little bit about like getting a couple of different tattoos that are like representative of different D&D characters, right? And they were like, okay, if you had to get a tattoo for all of the characters that you're currently playing, what would they be? I don't know what Fabio's would be because the only thing I can think of is I've established that anytime she uses Thieves' Cant to like leave a shitty message, she always puts like a crappy cartoon rabbit face. after it. So I love the idea. Fabia. So Fabio, but with an A, Fabia. I love the idea of having like all these really nice, like beautiful tattoos, and then just having like a really shitty, like kind of like scrunched up, like like rabbit face somewhere. That makes me laugh. Yeah, so I'm getting a Zach tattoo because I said I would, but I also just think it's gonna look really cool. I said if Zach lived through Endgame, I would get a tattoo of black dye, of two black dice. So, friend of the show, Nick Terhorst, is a tattoo designer and artist, and I've talked about going and getting tattoos from them a bunch. So I was like, "Do you want to design a Zach tattoo?" And they were like, "Yes," because they actually really loved Strange Roads. So, so yeah. Is it gonna have the boys? No, it's just gonna. This is an understated tattoo, guys. Is it raining? No. Is it raining? No. Come on, we just talked about going to the park, dude. Oh, it's not. I imagined it. Oh my god. I was like, come on. It's just the wind. The wind is like blowing against the house in a way where it sounds like rain against windows. It's very weird. Do you know what type of fabric it is? This shirt? I think it's probably a blend of some kind. It's very silky, but it doesn't feel quite like silk. So, some sort of synthetic blend, I think. It's not stretchy, no. Yeah, that's wind. No, that's wind. That's actual wind. It's polyester. Yup. Oh, we had hail here a couple of days ago. Not that we're anywhere near Vegas, but we had hail here a couple of days ago. And it was so loud. It was so loud that it like shocked my child awake in the middle of my stream. She was like, "What the fuck?" It's hailing really hard in Wales right now. I know, poor Clarky. Like literally, I don't know how to describe how loud it is in her room, but the wind is so loud in her room. So we've had to have lots of conversations that are basically just like, yeah, you know, the wind, just the same way that it hits our faces when we're outside, it'll hit the house, and sometimes it makes interesting noises when it hits different parts of the house, because some parts of the house are made of wood and some parts are made of metal, and unfortunately in your room you can hear when it hits all the different parts of the house. So it's all just the wind, and I know that the sounds are weird, but you're not in any danger. It's just wind noises. They're just annoying, huh? And she'll go, yeah, they're annoying. She's been using the word annoying a lot lately. She's also been using the word bored, but she'll use it when it doesn't make any sense. Like I'll pick her up from preschool and sit her in the chair, And as I'm putting her seatbelt on, she'll be like, Mommy, I'm bored. And I'm like, what do you mean you're bored? I just picked you up from preschool. Right? Bored already. Unreal. She loves preschool. She's asking to like stay longer other days now cuz so currently she goes Monday mornings, Friday afternoons, and all day on Wednesday. So Wednesdays are kind of wild now. Like she's at school all day. And yeah, on Mondays now when I pick her up, she's like, I want to go back to preschool. Like she wants to be there all day on Mondays. Yeah, she really likes it. So I'm glad. But also I'm like, you're itty bitty. One day is plenty right now. You're not even 3. Calm down. She's going to be in drama club, definitely. Yeah, where could she have gotten that from? She's not even 3. Yeah, she's not 3 years old yet. April, she'll be 3 years old. She's been saying some wild shit where I'm like, how do you come? Like, it's not that I don't understand how she made the connection, but when I say to myself, she's 2 years old, it seems wild for her to say that. So like, we were playing a game where kids like to just repeat the same thing and have you repeat the same thing over and over and over again, right? So she was like, Mommy, is that the shop? And I said, no, that's a house. And she goes, is that the shop? And I was like, no, that's a house. We were literally just in an area with only houses. So I was saying, no, it's a house over and over. And eventually the houses disappeared. And I was like, no, it's a tree. And she was like, Mommy, I wanted you to say, no, it's a house. And I was like, I know, but there aren't houses anymore. Now there are trees. And she was like, but trees are houses for squirrels. I was like, that's true. Like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. You're right. That's a house, I guess, for a squirrel. She is smart, yeah. She's a little smart bean. The moment when your 2-year-old has you in checkmate and you didn't know you were even playing. It's so fun, though. They keep you on your toes, dude. All the time. Again, like I did callus row last night, right? So I've been very tired today. And at one point, I guess I fell asleep. While she was playing with something. And I just woke up to her right here. She's like, Mom, wake up. Mom. And I was like, oh my God. And then in a very like, I'm the mother now sort of way, she was like, Mommy, let's go to the kitchen. And she like took me to the kitchen and was like, we'll have our lunch at the table. Like, you need to wake up, so we're not sitting on the couch anymore. We're going to make our lunch, and then we're going to sit at the dining table. And I was like, oh my God, okay. So we made lunch and we sat at the dining table, and it was very sweet. It was very nice. I know, dude. She's the adult now, right? We definitely talk a lot about like Sam's like collarbone arm situation has been all messed up, and I've been really tired on some days, and so we a lot of times we'll have conversations that are like, we all take care of each other. So if it looks like daddy's arm is hurting, maybe be understanding if he can't play with you as much and blah blah blah, and like mommy and daddy take care of you, and mommy and Clarky take care of daddy, and daddy and Clarky take care of mommy, and we all help each other, right? And I think that she's really, as she's gotten older, she's really taken that to heart. Like, mommy's really tired today, so I need to make sure, like, she gets upset with me if I don't eat. If I only make lunch for her, she won't eat it. She'll be like, Mommy, where's yours? Okay. It's very cute. It's very sweet. I know. What a sweetie pie. Anyway, that's my child. I don't know how we got here from talking about rabbit folk, but that's okay. I mean, she also does things like occasionally will push me. And sometimes she tries to push me when I'm on the stairs, and we have a lot of conversations that are like, we don't push people. We especially don't push people on the stairs, Clark. Right? It's not all sunshine. It's not all sunshine with toddlers. They do stuff and you have to like very patiently reiterate the same shit over and over again. But moments like that are very sweet. Like trying to really like grab onto those moments where you're like, you have such a sweet, lovely soul. This is what a wonderful human I have the pleasure of being a parent to. And just keep those up here so that the next time she's screaming at you for literally no reason, you can be like, but what a great little person. What a great little person I've got who screams sometimes. The duality, Sam and I were talking about that in the car. I'm trying to remember what was going on. But we were talking about how, like, for a toddler, when a toddler gets upset about something, it's really easy for you as the adult to be like, this is not the sort of thing to bother getting upset about. But, like, that's something that you as the parent have to teach them, because it's their scope. Because I think Sam said something like, they're already fed up with life at 2 and it just doesn't get any better after that. And I was like, but you have to remember that, like, as they get older, their scope is also getting bigger, right? Their scope of like what there is to get upset about is also constantly getting bigger the older they get. So with every new age, there is a new thing that's like the worst thing possible, right? And so as the parents, it's our job to like be understanding of that, of like, obviously you don't realize that there's way worse shit going on right now. But also to identify, like, is this something that I can fix for myself? Is this something that I can talk through? Is this, there are alternate options that take practice to be a human that knows how to deal with, like, I'm overwhelmed and things suck, right? Because that feeling doesn't go away. You have that feeling for the rest of your life. There's always something that overwhelms you and sucks, right? So, trying to, when you're interacting with a toddler, trying to be like, you're right, that thing really sucks, and I can tell you're very upset, and maybe we can try to do X, Y, or Z and see if that helps. Parenting, it's wild. It's a lot. The overwhelm scaling seems pretty imbalanced. At a certain point, it feels like it just does this, doesn't it? The second I was out of high school, I was like, oh, God. I don't have kids. I probably won't have any for years, but I'm taking notes. If you feel like anything that I've ever talked about with my kid resonates with you, that's wonderful. I would encourage you to look up lots of different parenting styles and disciplinary styles and all of that sort of stuff, because every kid's going to be different and every parent's going to be different, and the stuff that works for us might not work for y'all. But I am so glad that I stumbled onto and then started actively pursuing reading about so many different ways to parent, because it became much easier for me to zone in on, like, this makes sense for me. This I think is the direction I want to go in as a parent, and like, God bless that we're in a time when you can look that stuff up. I talk about that with my mom all the time. My mom's like, all I could do was ask my mom, all I could do was ask other parents that I knew. I couldn't look things up. There was like one book where people were like, yeah, this is the baby book. It tells you about babies, right? Like we are blessed in a lot of ways to have so much information at our fingertips, but the other side of that is that you have to parse through it and find what makes sense. Yeah, the baby book, The one that was probably like, are they teething? Give them whiskey. That was a thing. That was a thing for a while. And then they were like, maybe we shouldn't give babies alcohol. That works for me when my teeth hurt. I don't think I've ever treated a toothache with whiskey, but I'll keep it in the back burner up here. I thought you said so much information on our fingertips, and I was like, yeah. I mean, technically, there's a lot of information on your fingertips. I think sometimes about, this is a turn, but whatever. I think sometimes about the people who burn off their fingertips, like to get rid of their fingerprints. That's so sad to me. Fingerprints are so cool. There's only your fingerprint is the only fingerprint like that in the entire world. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. Mine are in a bank. Mine are registered at a police station, not because I was arrested, but because I did an entire project on fingerprints. And part of it was that we went to the police station and they were like, this is what it's like if we take fingerprints of a criminal. And they were like, haha, we'll hold on to these. And as an adult, I'm looking back and I'm like, they did, though. They definitely held on to those. But yeah, even if you're an identical twin, your fingerprints are different from that person. It's very cool. Fingerprints are neat. They're also just very pretty, I think. Got like lots of weird Uzumaki shit going on our fingers. You guys are camping on the ads. Do we have a bunch more ads to run again? Oh my god, guys. I really want to run ads today. It's delightful. Chat all staring at their hands now. I know. How many D&D are you playing in? I'm DMing a play-by-post thing. I'm in Godforged. I'm in Misdemeanor. So those are both streamed games. And I think that's all the D&D stuff I'm doing. I'm going to be DMing a Fate Accelerated campaign, and I'm starting a Quest RPG game for some other friends who feel a little overwhelmed by D&D, and I wanted to figure out Quest RPG anyway so that I could start the game for Sam's family. Because I think a system that just uses a D20 will probably be more easier for them to hop into. What about Callus Row? If you want to include that, yeah, I'm in Callus Row as well. Have you tried Knights of Pen and Paper? I have not. I've completely lost track of the Verum stuff. Will there be another season of Strange Roads? No, all of that stuff's done. We did the end game session. It was like 10 or 11 hours long. And it's all over, all that stuff. First day of Hollow Knight will be Monday. I'm nervous about it. But I think it's going to be fun. You all ready and prepared? I'm just waiting for everybody to solidify their character sheets. But story-wise, yeah, I'm good. Good on the story. What time on Monday? 9 p.m. GMT. Did you get extensions already? Guys, the short hair was a wig. The short hair was a wig. This is my normal hair. Freshly washed. I definitely won't have a gun. We'll see. We'll see what's going on with Smash. Yeah, what was it? How are you? How are you? Is it good? Good? In BSL? That's what it looks like in this. Good morning. Good morning. Or good night. Does it matter what hand you do it with? I don't think so. But I don't know. Good morning. Good night. I can't tell what the fuck this dude's doing for afternoon, so I'm skipping that one. Good morning. I think is what that is. Hello. How are you? Good morning. Hello. Good morning. How are you? Dig's got us all learning BSL with her. Yeah, you know. You'll take one sign away. You'll take one. What's up, Base Trade? Yeah, I'm trying to learn British Sign Language. I mean, in a really loosey-goosey fashion, just like occasionally trying to learn a new sign. Could we do a BSL study stream? Sure. Yeah, we can do that on a study hall. Why not? Hello, hello. It's time to run. Oh no, that's goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to run. I hope you've had good fun. No, this always comes up. Sign language is not universal in much the same way that languages are completely different because they were developed in completely different places. Sign languages were developed in totally different countries, and so they are different. Some of them are based on previously existing sign languages, exactly like verbal languages. And so there will be similarities between them. But like, for example, American Sign Language and British Sign Language are completely different languages. And also, just like in verbal languages, there are slang and adjustments and dialects that are different in the same country. So a person speaking sign language in Oregon might not understand somebody in New York, etc. Different communities. I think people were saying that that there's like BASL, Black American Sign Language, that has like a lot of differences to it as well. So is there anything on this evening? Not tonight, no. I plan on doing more prep work and just kind of chilling tonight. So, is the middle finger truly the universal sign language? No, because in some places it's this, like England. Rude hand gestures are absolutely different, which is why there's some countries where if you're going to go, I can't think of an example right now, but if you're going to go, they'll be like, hey, you're from America. You tend to do this a lot. Don't do that here because it's considered a rude gesture. At Disney parks, they point with 2 fingers because it is not offensive in most cultures. There you go. So yeah, languages, they're very fun. I think that I've always thought that sign language was really awesome, and I've wanted to learn it. And I figure I've got a little in my life who thinks that like the signs that they do on shows are really fun. And so I was like, well, if I have an interest in learning BSL anyway, Clarky and I could both learn it. And then, and then we know it, and that's great. it's considered knowing another language. I know a lot of people who are fluent in sign language, who consider themselves to be bilingual. Yeah. And just by knowing it and being able to use it, if there's a reason to use it, is like contributing to accessibility with people in your community, which is also very nice. So and people also were saying that BSL, or at least a lot of the signs, are very similar in a lot of places in Europe. There's a lot of shared signature in Europe, specifically I think in France. So it can also be utilized outside of England, etc. Oh my God, you talking about dreams just reminded me. I've been having this recurring dream, and I'm not going to tell you details about it, like full details about it, because I was talking with Jesse and we're like, we should make this game. But I'm having recurring dreams lately where I've created a game, and every time I dream about it, there's like new details about the game that I've thrown in there. But the funny part is that the structure, the structure of the dream is always, I'm speaking with Aaron, happily Aaron. I'm speaking with Aaron, and I'm like, look at this game. Isn't it cool? Every single time it's me like showing Aaron like the new additions to the game. This dream game that I've made up. It's a rhythm game, which is why I'm like, if I was gonna make a rhythm game, I would need to go back and play like all of my favorite rhythm games to like mentally prep for that. But I'm starting to write down everything that happens in the dreams about this game so that I remember them. It's hailing. You were just saying in Wales it was hailing. It's a hailing here. No! My child wants to go to the park. No! God damn it. Well, what are you going to do? Poor Clark can't catch a break, right? I feel so bad because we didn't really do anything this morning. We played a little bit, but like I said, I literally just passed out on the couch at some point, and Clark was like, Mom, wake up. So I was like, well, when I'm done with my stream, we'll go to the park. We'll play a bunch, and it'll be super fun. Oh, God damn. It's okay. Maybe we can do some painting or something. Come up with something fun. If it's hailing, I wouldn't take her anyway. If it's just like sprinkling rain, yeah, we would probably still go. I was like, is it done? Then it like picked up again. What can you do? Any new Clarky's cryptids? I'm invested. Any new Clarky's cryptids? She's been really into reading actual books lately. We've been doing less. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. That's gonna wake her up 100%. It's so loud. We haven't been making up as much stuff lately. It's been a lot of reading for reals books, so Hi, Jossum. Right? Loud, dude. Loud. I went cycling in this weather yesterday and it was an ordeal for sure. Oof. No thanks. Okay. Oh, the sun's trying to come back out though. So, we'll see. Who knows? Oh my gosh. That was from 2 days ago, but I'll read it anyway. Faye Bell said, after growing out my hair for the last 7 years, I finally cut 12 inches off to donate it. Now it's fun and blonde, and I don't dread brushing it out. Life is good. Thanks for making it better. To Chat and Doogs. I know we read that at the time that it popped up in chat the other day, but it's still very cute. Lepa said, my cat only has an infection, not the tumor that her vet feared she might have. So she'll be okay. Give all your lovely fur babies some pets because they're awesome and they deserve it. Agreed. Lil Lulu says, to my lovely girlfriend Ari, aw. Henry said, I know I've said this a lot of times. I suggested the charity Crossroads Foundation last month. I genuinely believed that they could make the world a better place. So thank you to Dukes for allowing us to suggest charities. And thank you, chat, for the eyeball money. Yeah. 1,000 buckarooskies went over there. Well, 1,100. Hell yeah. Red Lips Blue Veins says, Ireland and UK chat, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Remember to call and give love to whoever your mother figure might be, and love to all the moms here. You'd be so proud of me. I got little like pamper boxes. I found somebody on Etsy that lives like pretty close to me who makes really cute little pamper boxes with like bath salts and like other sorts of little things. So I got one of those. They're like just a box like this thin and like this big. I got one of those for each of the moms in the family. So I'm going to covert drop those off tomorrow. I'm very excited. I opened one up to show it to Sam, and the message inside is for a mom that could use a break, love Brooke. And Sam was like, I see. Not Brooke and Sam couldn't hook me up. And I was like, I feel like you would have thought it was weird if I was giving these to your sister with pamper stuff in it. And it said, love Brooke and Sam. I feel like it's not really your vibe for a gift. And he was like, that's fair. But they're very cute. I was very happy with them. We got some subscripums that need to happen. Let's do those. A Wild Navy appears a few days ago, said, I've been gifted a sub a few times by the community and I want to pay it forward. Snowton wanted us to give one to whoever we want. Great. Red Lips Blue Veins said, give this sub to somebody with a blue name. So, non-sub blue name check in chat. There we go. Found one. That was so easy. Ba-bam. Zerbus or Zeribus, welcome to the Cat Gang. Courtesy of Red Lips Blue Veins. Bam. And then I think this one is that they wanted it for themselves. So let's do that. Boop. Wonderful. And then we'll give a couple randos. We did a rando check anyway, so let's just scroll up.
Coffee drinking burrito babe.
Someone said Sag. All right. Are you still Sag? With a gift sub? There's that, and then
Loving, coffee drinking burrito babe.
this person. Boop, boop, boop. Great. Wonderful. Let's find out if
Welcome, you fine.
this
cat
person is
loving,
still
coffee drinking burrito
live, our raid leader. So yeah, Saturdays, I normally just hang out and chat for a couple of hours, and then I peace out and hang out with my family for the rest of the day. But during the week, I stream 1 or 2 times a day. They're offline, so I'm gonna give your points back. And so I can bring up my follow list and find some people. But in the meantime, pop open the activity feed. Loey, thank you for the 39 months. Hosmosh for the 40. Nile Bear for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much for the support. Baby Bird's Nest for the 8. Dona for the 21. OKT for the 49. Mighty Deacon for the 39. Exoven for the biddies. Jez Sully for the 2. Vulpine Bloodline for the 11. Lava Jackal for the 20. Avi for the gifted subs. Thank you so much, Avi. I missed those. One Regular Guy, thank you for the 4. Elysianat for the 29. Serpcac for the 18. Close to a World Below for the 5. Red Orchid for the 71. Zaraki for the 8. Munidrazon for the 31. Epic Yeti for the 2. Princess Firefly for the biddies. Kachel for the 22. Igorf for the biddies. Mythos Loric for the 20. Crazy Mur for the 45. Trib to Triv for the biddies. Schmooze Tigger for the 50. Toll for the 6. Midna for the 2. JD3D Giants for the 6. Alaska Winter for the 16. Tyroglyphus for the 3 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. And Avi, thank you for gifting a bunch of subs again. Thank you so much. If you were gifted a sub today by Avi or anybody else, please take the time to say thank you. Very generous, very sweet. Thank you guys. I appreciate it very much. Again, the viewer count is jumping all over the place today. I have no idea if there's like a bunch of people here that have never been here before for one reason or the other. But if that is the case, what's up? I'm Dodger. I've been streaming for a long time. And I do a lot of just chatting stuff and puzzle games and Metroidvanias and roguelites and stuff like that. And I talk about TTRPGs a lot. And if any of that sounds like your vibe, our community is super sweet. We have a Discord that's very chill. And we would love for you to come back and hang out with us again sometime. Okay? Awesome. All right, let's see. NASA is live. Okay, no, I'm not gonna. I do love watching the NASA streams, though. I do love watching the NASA streams. If that sounds like something you want, you could go watch the NASA stream. We haven't said hi to Play in the Mud in a really long time. Let's go see what they're up to. Play in the Mud, we've known them forever. They swing by all the time, but they do pottery stuff on stream, and it's wonderful. So go say hi, or go watch NASA, whatever sounds like your vibe. But either way, enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow for Guardforged. I'll see you tomorrow for Godforged if that's something that you're going to be watching. And otherwise, I'll see you Monday for our normal stream. We're going to try to finish up Maquette. Okay? Thanks so much, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.